Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about health, because health is wealth. Super original, I know. I wanted to share with you 10 signs that show you that you are way too stressed. So stress is definitely something that is part of our lives, especially today in the 21st century. We have so much going on. We're so connected all the time, and as much as I would love to make a video claiming that I have an easy quick solution for it, unfortunately I don't. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because when I was seeing clients as a holistic nutritionist, I would see a lot of people that come in with different type of symptoms that they never connected to stress. So that's why I want to mention these 10 silent signs that you might have too much stress in your life. So the first thing is weekend headaches and body pains. So what happens is that during the week we are so overstressed, we're so going. Our body is in a kind of a fight mode. So when the weekend comes and we actually have time to wind down, that's kind of when our body just deflates. So if you start getting headaches or your body aches, it just kind of signs that you were way too stressed, your body was way too tense, your hormones and nervous system, and now it was that time to just relax and everything just collapses. If you do notice that you're getting those migraines on the weekend, it's a sign for you to really start attending to the stress levels that you have during the week and try to manage them. Things that you can kind of help with managing your stress is doing physical activity. It really helps with just getting that oxygen to your cells, to your body, getting into a more mindful state of mind. Things like that are really simple, yet definitely contributes to just lowering and trying to manage that stress. Second sign is not sleeping well. I feel like in general sleep today has been really affected. A lot of people have trouble with insomnia or not a real restful sleep, which makes a difference. Even if you so-called sleep, but it's not the good sleep where you go into that deep cycle, your body doesn't really get to shut off, your mind doesn't really get to shut off. One of the first things that stress affects is sleep, and it's very important to really stay in tune with that and notice what is the source of that stress. Not sleeping well is definitely something you shouldn't ignore. Some of the things that I recommend and are my go-to kind of prep before sleep are no electronics and about 2 to 1 hour before sleep. So that means that I put my phone in the bathroom to charge. I'm not on my computer. I don't watch TV or anything. And listen, I know that it's a big dedication, but honestly, when I know that I really need to get that sleep, I just trying to give my mind that time to unwind and relax. I will take a relaxing bath. That's something that I think helps most people. I'm using lavender, I'm using essential oils, I'm using some sea salt to really help and distress my body, relax my muscles, and get myself into that relaxation zone. I read a book. I don't know if it's just me, but when I read a book, I'm kind of focused in the beginning and then I start snoozing off. There's something about holding that book and getting into that story where I'm into it, but then it also kind of just slows me down, really puts me to sleep. Another trick that I love doing is meditating. And meditating doesn't necessarily mean that you need to sit and just What I like to do is even journaling. So when I use my 5-minute journal, I'll just sit there and I'll kind of focus on showing gratitude, thinking about what happened today, about my day, writing anything that could have gone better or the good things that happened that day. And that is a form of meditation to me, because you actually get a few minutes to just stop and reflect on your day. I'm sorry, they're building a roof here. There's nothing I can do. Why now? Why? You're stressing me out. This is a video about stress. And if you are still having trouble with going to sleep, I would recommend to not drink any caffeine after 12 p.m. Caffeine can act differently at different points in our lives. So even if it didn't affect you so much before, it might affect you now. And I even see it on myself. I stopped drinking coffee just because I found that it would really take me to a really stress, anxiety type of place. So you might have become very sensitive to it at this point in your life. So look into really cutting that off after 12 p.m. or at all if you can. The third sign is weight fluctuation. Now that's a very individual thing, because some people will start overeating when they're stressed and some people just stop eating at all. So when you start noticing that you're kind of yo-yoing, that's not a good sign. I mean, I'm sure some people maybe are, you know, happy about losing weight. It's not the healthy way to do it. With weight gain is, even if you actually don't eat enough, you'll notice that you are holding on to weight or gaining weight. So what happens is, when you don't supply your body with food, it kind of goes into starvation mode, and then it starts holding on to everything in your body and doesn't let go. So it ruins your metabolism in a way, and it's just not a good way to lose weight or just treat your body in general. So if you start noticing that you're yo-yoing with your weight, it's definitely a signal that you are overstressed. So when your body is too stressed, the cells don't get enough oxygen. So it's very important that you provide your body with some good nutrients and think about what you're putting in it. Next one is anxiety. I think that's kind of an obvious thing, but stress is a huge trigger for anxiety, and anxiety can make us think all the time, worry all the time, feel so overwhelmed, and it can really take over your life. A lot of people, I think, today suffer from anxiety. Definitely even people that were never kind of prone to it, because I just think that's the world that we live today. We're so connected and there's so much going on. Stress is definitely a trigger for anxiety. The fifth sign is acne. So stress hormones can worsen the condition. Stress hormones actually affect the production of sebum that clogs your pores. So that's definitely something you need to look into. And you even notice if you are gearing towards an exam or something like that, you start feeling flare-ups. That's the reason why. Then if you are not prone to acne or don't have acne right now, you can get a little pimple or just like a little ta-da, it's time to chill out, like this little guy. You see here? It's just little, it's a cutie pie, but it's here to be like, Valeria, take a few days off because you need to control this. These are definitely an indicator for that. Also, what we do that we don't notice is that when we are stressed, we actually touch our face more often, and we basically putting bacteria on our skin, and that obviously will promote pimples and acne. So just be aware of that. But that's definitely a sign that you need to start chilling the F down. Easier said than done, I know. Next one is aching mouth. So if you wake up in the morning and you have a sore jaw, it's because you are so stressed out that at night you're actually grinding your teeth. It's a thing. A lot of people do it and they don't even notice it. They do it in their sleep. So if you're already doing it in your sleep, it can get actually worsened by stress. You can talk to your orthodontist about any mouth guard that you can put even at night that will prevent that grinding. The next sign is strange dreams. So when we are in a good mood and everything's great, we dream great dreams, happy dreams, nice dreams. So when you are stressed out and anxious, you start getting real weird. Dreams do say something about your kind of state you're in, so make sure to pay attention to that. If you even wake up and you feel like, what the hell was that? And I mean, every once in a while we all dream weird dreams, but if you start having those all the time, that can definitely be a sign for too much stress. The next thing that is definitely something that I feel like is an invisible sign is if you have allergies, your allergies can actually get worse because of stress. So what stress hormone does is that it can stimulate the production of IgE, which is a blood protein that causes allergic reaction, and you may actually feel like your allergies are getting worse. So definitely something to kind of keep in mind and to figure out. I'm actually like, I just started getting allergies. I've never had allergies before in my life, but something with the blooming stuff everywhere is just like all up in my grill. Definitely notice that if your allergies are getting worse, look into stress. It can definitely be a factor in that. The ninth sign that you are way too stressed is frequent colds and infections. I'm sure that all of us know that when we're stressed, we are very, very prone to getting sick, and the reason for that is the fact that stress really reduces our immunity. It's, again, as I mentioned, just such a piece of the puzzle, because if stress makes you eat badly, or not getting enough sleep, or you're not being physically active, all of that will also affect your immunity. So it's all connected. For me, I find that probiotic really helps, especially during stressful times, because stress also actually can create digestive issues. Stress can actually harm the good bacteria that keeps us healthier and just helps with digestion and immunity. So I feel like when you are very stressed, probiotics is definitely something you would want to incorporate in your diet. And then last but not least is when you start feeling you're getting really easily agitated and you get really moody, definitely look into what's going on with the stress in your life. I think that all of these, when you hear them, you're like, yeah, obviously, of course, but you'll be surprised how many people are not in tune with their bodies and what's going on, and they just think they're sick. They'll start taking medications. A lot of the times, the reason to all of this is stress. I know we're all working or in school and exams and life and bills and kids, and there's so much going on, but self-care is so important, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of your body and your mind. I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope you learned something, and let me know if you guys have any other questions. Okay, love you guys.